Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Cool little graphic, maybe not that cool, but I thought I'd show you a couple of tricks that I've learned over the years. Let's just move this out of the way. And my laptop slows down because it's um, so much going on with that graphic. I'm going to draw an ellipse and hit P, put it in the center of the page. Then I'm going to take the 2-point line, 3-point curve line, sorry, and I'm just going to make a curve to it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to Control D, Alternate C, and rotate it 20 degrees. And that gives me this space up here. There's a lot you could do with it. We'll just take a, you know what, let's take the 3-point curve line again. And let's make a curve here. And then just, if you hold down the control button, you get a better curve. Now let's take some ellipses, circles, and we're going to go to the midpoint, make another one, make it smaller. I just hit the plus key on the keyboard. And this will be your own, so it doesn't really matter your distance here. But if we take the virtual segment delete key and delete these lines, you can see kind of a pattern I've got of clouds or whatever. We're going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill it in. Well, I've got it set on white. That won't work. Let's do blue. Got a little leak somehow. Wow. That might mess us up a little bit with our graphic. I wonder if I didn't get on the line the first time. Nope, it appears to be there. I must have jiggled something when I rotated it. There we go. And see, we kind of have that shape. Now I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. I'm going to contour the inside with rounded corners, just 0.25. I just want a little bit of an edge off there. Now I've got to break the contour apart. And I'm going to take the Shape tool. I'm going to select that node and break it apart. And I'm going to select that node and break it apart. And by doing that, now I can delete these lines. So now I'm going to take that line and let's move it over. Don't really need it that far, but let's go 16 points. And let's make it, hit F12 on your keyboard and make the corners round. And now I'm going to turn it white, but I need something to, so I can see it. And now I'm going to take the Gaussian blur tool with that white item, and I'm going to go to Effects and Blur and Gaussian blur it maybe a little bit more. That looks pretty good. Now what I want to do is I'm just going to get rid of all this. And I'm going to move this over. And because I've nudged, it nudged right back. I actually like that orange. Now I'm going to take it and go to Object, Order, Back a Page. Now I'm going to take my white, and because I nudged, I can nudge it right back over. And you could probably do a little bit better job than that, but it's kind of unique. Now what we really need to do is nudge it back. Let's nudge this over so we can see it. And let's take our interactive fill tool. You don't want to do this with the blur on it. It'll just make it disappear. Now we'll put a little black just to give it a little bit of an edge. Now we can take our white back and see what I've got. Maybe not that cool, but kind of interesting. And you maybe just give you an idea. Now we can group that together. And then alternate C to have it rotate from the center. And we'll open up our transformation or so I'm going to go to Windows, Dockers, or Transform. Earlier versions, And I'm going to rotate it that same 20 degrees. I need 18, but I've already got one. And it takes just a second because a lot going on. Now let's put a black box around it. I've been doing that lately to really make it stand out. Because it just makes things pop. See how I made the white just kind of pop out? And you might not want to ever do anything like that, but that's just an idea of how you could do something. And, you could change the outline to white lines and get a total different look. Anyway, just an idea, playing around. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.